Yeah, let's do that. Oops, let's do that. Okay, yeah, we are live. It's been a while, guys, since I did a live show over here on Chuck Chats. Man, it's been a long time. It's like before all this stuff that's crazy going around the world that's going on. Last time I think we was on this channel, we was talking about the COPA deals and how that's going to go about. And I don't think it's COPA that is the big issue in 2020. It looks like we're all talking about the the coronavirus. It's now being the big topic here on YouTube. Hey, we got 3 people watching already. Hi, Rudy. How you doing? Thank you for chiming in. And we had a live show last night on the Anthony and Chuck show. I was a little late getting that up because I had to work and that. Ben Rose, how you doing? And that. So right now, I'll give you some rundowns what's going on locally here in Iowa when it comes to the coronavirus. As far as we know, there was a little over 550 cases, confirmed cases. They had like about over 7,000 tests on people that was tested for the virus. A lot more people need to be tested in a way, in some form, and that. So, but yeah, it's right now. Iowa governor does not want to do any lockdowns, but the local mayor decided to take action on his own. I just did some videos for the main channel for next week, so we'll be talking about that on the main channel. But yeah, a lot of people is closing up the city parks to the general public and other stuff. Bars and restaurants that serves food, they're only offering deliveries and carryouts as of right now. Some restaurants, I heard, they close up until this virus is over because their labor costs went through the roof. Not enough sales, in other words. The labor costs exceeded the sales and operation costs, so they decided to shut down those businesses anyway. But a lot of them is pretty well closed, basically. But yeah, I just walked the city streets of Clinton. There was times it was abandoned, and there was times it got busy for some reason. Because it's lunch hour too, as we're talking about right now, as we're live right now, and that. So, bottled water, we gotta make sure we got plenty of it. Toilet paper, we have our own supply. Paper towels, I think we're going to have to get some, but I seen some today. It was pretty well stocked, and that. Yep, it's nice to do a live stream once in a while. It's nice to be back here on Chuck Chats because I was kind of missing on here. All right, thank you very much for sharing it, Rudy. Thank you very much. Basically, but right now it's just I gotta get a drink of water because my throat's been dry lately. I hate this time of year for myself because I get bad sinuses and that, so it really affects how you do stuff too. So yeah, drink for good health too. So bottled water, always good. Clear my throat one more time. I don't know how long I'll be on today, so I thought I would just chime in. Right now, it's just basically, it's even affecting everywhere in life, including YouTube creators that has monetized channels. I notice big difference is our view counts has gone up on the main channel, but unfortunately the revenues has gone down because the people that normally advertises is not spending the money to advertise during this epidemic or pandemic, whatever we call it. Let's call it a panic attack instead. Yeah, it's just they're not just going to be investing the money for non-essential ads. You're probably going to see more essential ads. Basically, stuff you're going to see ads for stuff you don't even see on store shelves. Excuse me there. But yeah, like I said, I did a little shopping today, and it just seems like a lot of things are pretty well empty. Yeah, I noticed yesterday. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of weird, basically. Uh, yeah, I just see like view counts are up, revenues are down, and usually YouTube, I just find the polar opposite sometimes. Even when the view counts are down, usually revenues goes up, but then I find it's going down too. Basically, hello, Mr. David Langley from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. That place is on lockdown too. Basically, it's almost like you're feeling like you're in jail almost, and that. So yeah, it's just Iowa does not have a lockdown order yet. Our governor is supposed to have another press conference in about 2.5 hours at 2:30 Central Standard Time here for the state of Iowa. People is encouraged her to put down the lockdown order. Now people like has any common sense, which we need nowadays. Uh, yep, strange times indeed. If anybody has common sense, I mean, look for us. We got really the last thing we had left to do is till today at 4 p.m. I will be talking about it. I'm making a video. I just got done filming today at our favorite city park here on the riverfront here in town. And unfortunately, today at 4 p.m., all city parks within the city limits of Clinton will be all closed. Now, there's a campground inside the city park. Uh, that's going to be affected too, according to the memo from the mayor. But as I walk past that campground, it looks like hardly nobody is actually in a hurry to packing up and leave, basically. And the campground is just the campground just had its host just set up shop this past weekend because it's April 1st camping season started down here on the riverfront, and now they want to close up. Now they want to make sure it's all closed up, locked up. Corps of Engineers had closed up all their campgrounds. Uh, Up like about almost like 3 weeks ago. I think the Corps of Engineers closed up all the campgrounds that they run. They closed about 3 weeks ago. Uh, Rock Creek is closed, but it's not closed because it's not closed due to the coronavirus. It's closed because of flooding. It's got its own issues. So Rock Creek is underwater as of right now because the Mississippi River is up. So that means Rock Creek is under Rock Creek Campground is underwater here in Clinton County. So obviously there's no camping there when it's flooded. And it'll probably be flooded for a while at least. So even if it does water go down in that area, it takes about a month or two to clean everything up before they can open it. So it'll be well into May. Time the water recedes, time to clean it all up, and they should have it open by when everything else hopefully gets back to normal and that. So, and that's, oh boy, my throat's been scratchy all morning today for some reason. I don't think I come down with the virus itself because that's not because I've been having a hoarse voice for a long time since the start of the year. Basically, that's why of course, my body weight is not helping either because it's kind of I got a big mass body with a small frame. It's kind of constricting. It's like trying to squeeze an elephant into a birdhouse. That's how most confining it is. It's really hard, basically. Yep, our flood. Yep, we just closed up our floodgates too down here. It is up this year. Not as high as it was last year at this time. If you remember, I documented on the main channel. But yeah, it's getting up there and that. So I don't hear any. I didn't hear any crashing. I didn't get down to the riverfront much. This during this whole virus scare. Today was the weather was perfect, and the city announced that they're closing the parks at 4 p.m. today. So I decided I'd get down there and shoot a little video for the channel for next week. Hopefully we'll have some good content there, and it's harder to create content too. I noticed some other YouTube channels. It's harder to create content because now they're cooped up inside their own home, so they're trying to do more fun stuff inside the house. They're seeing more cooking recipes and that. And everybody who saw on the main channel, did anybody try that taco spaghetti? I would highly recommend it. Check on the Angie and Chuck show. And we also have a link to the Phillips Fam Bam that got us that did that recipe. Check out that video. It's a recipe you can always tweak, and it's good. I had a couple of subscribers agreed. It is probably the best spaghetti they had in a long time. Taco spaghetti. Look it up, and it's really interesting and it's really fun. Basically, thank you for sharing the stream, Mr. David Langley. I hope everything's okay down in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And we did hint some ideas how it's gonna affect our summer plans. As of right now, it's truly to tell. April, this month, as we're in April right now, this is April 2nd. This is the month I would be booking our trips. I would be booking our just to try to get that car rental I've always wanted. I've always wanted to get that other stuff booked, hotels booked, tickets purchased. Right now, it's on hold till further notice. But until I find out what's going on, I'll have more information on the Angie and Chuck show on that trip. It's supposed to be an epic trip that we're planning to do. Possible meetups along the way with Carla, John, and Lillian. Hopefully, keep our fingers crossed. That was our big subscribers over in Greenville, North Carolina, and that. So, but like I said, it all depends what goes on with this virus deal and other stuff that's going on in this world too. But remember, anytime you travel east, you're getting east of the Mississippi River. It tends to be mostly populated than west of the Mississippi. As you get west of the Mississippi, the population just kind of takes a drop, dips, more open spaces and all that. Then until you get the Gulf Coast, and it crams up with a lot of people in a small area again, but not as severe as it is out east. I mean, out east, just like town after town after town. It's almost like hardly no countryside between towns, but sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. It all depends how you travel in that part of the country. And I have not been in that part of the country in the Smoky Mountains since I've not traveled to the Smoky Mountains since 2010. It'll be nice to get back in that general area again, in a way. Even if it's just going to be passing through the area, but it's nice to get through the area again, and that. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see, and probably good content too. How I'm going to do about the videos if it does happen. Probably day one will be mostly road trip videos. Then possibly day two, it's going to be more of a. Excuse me here for a second. Yep. And it's gonna be more road videos and possibly some amusement parks. Then hopefully road videos to John Lillian and Carla in Greenville, North Carolina. Then Carowinds. Hopefully for a day and a half. We're going to do a 2 parts in one day deal. Like I said, everything's all going to change as we go along on this trip. And we did talk about a backup plan in case if it's a no-go on some of these parks. If they decide if the amusement park decide to close for the season, I'll get it. I won't be mad over it because I've not bought the ticket for it yet. And some parks will be open out east. So there's a chance that we can alter our East Coast plans in a way, as long as it does not affect our main amusement park that we want to go this year, which is Cedar Point. They're celebrating their 150th year here on as part of the amusement park industry and that. So yeah. So basically that's it. In that situation, that'd be interesting to go to. And that. So, but it all depends what's going on in this virus deal. They're trying to get things back to normal as early as May 1st, I've been hearing. So everything's going to be shut down all the way up to At least everything's gonna be somewhat shut down up till the end of April here in Iowa. Everything's gonna be they're not planning to reopen anything till like April 30th, but I think they're probably going to push it to May 1st to be on the safe side. And I know a lot of people is indicating May 1st as getting back there. Oh, thank you very much. I can't really pronounce that name. And that's hello from whoever that is. We'll just, I don't have a way to check you guys out, but yeah, hello there and that. So I guess we got some people from the Middle East, I think. But yeah, it's but the virus is going to be through. We're from a small town along the Mississippi in the United States of America. So yeah, let me just go ahead and I'll just hit up another link to my channel here. We also got our Daily Lives channel goes on. So that's be the Auntie and Chuck show, basically over there. So we have our daily content here in town, and also our out of town adventures that we do out of town. So yep, we got a little I mean, we still have that virus here, basically. So it's running amok in Illinois, California, New York. New York has really got hit hardest, the most, basically. Yeah, it's just the United States just got hit the hardest, especially in New York City, in New York, New York City, uh, California, LA, Seattle got hit hard. I mean, here in the Midwest, here in Iowa, where I live, uh, it's just about 550 odd cases. Basically, it's like 550 cases, confirmed cases. And I think they got like about 5 deaths in the state of Iowa. So, and Iowa's state population is about just under about 3 million people. So we're more spaced out. Our biggest city is Des Moines, is our capital city, and that's about close to I think about the general population, just with the suburbs and surrounding communities that ties up with the city of Des Moines, like Urbandale and a few other suburbs. You're talking about maybe, luckily, about maybe a 500,000 people, general population in that 10-mile radius of Des Moines, basically, in that general area. So I think the metropolitan area of Des Moines is probably around maybe under 300,000 in that. So, yeah. So Rudy was on the East Coast. Yeah. How was it on the East Coast, Rudy? Um, was everybody, but yeah, how was things on the East Coast? Was it kind of crazy, slow, wild, whatever? It's kind of pretty interesting. I've been seeing photos out of Chicago. Chicago's got hard hit too, and that. So Chicago, I've been seeing photos of Chicago because Illinois is on a tight lockdown, and I've been seeing photos of Chicago. Is really the streets are is just as abandoned as our busiest time here in town. That's how abandoned Chicago streets are, basically. So yeah, it's it's a scary time that we all live in. So it's worldwide. I think they said about 100 and something odd countries has this virus going around. They say countries that's in warm and hot temperatures, it's not affecting them as much, but I don't know. It really is, and that. So we'll just have to wait and see what goes on in the situation and that. So right now, I'm not no medical doctor. Our best advice is because the way things are shut down, only essential businesses are open. We like to take all the truckers that does the sacrifices uh, to deliver the products that people needs and that. Yep, you gotta worry about those four-wheelers no matter what you ask. We don't wear a mask inside our own homes, but yeah, we do. If we have mask on, yeah, it's probably advice we do wear a mask as we go outside the door. You know, there's people outside wearing masks on outside. They sit inside. It doesn't really matter because you're inside. No, I'm not married, but I do have a living girlfriend. We've been living together long enough. We must be legally be married and that. So, and that'd be Angie. That'll be Angie, and that's my co-host on the Angie and Chuck Show. On that's our main channel. That's our monetized channel because this channel is not monetized any way, shape, or form. I don't even have a PayPal link on this channel. Sad, isn't it? But yeah, we're not going to promote that because people, like I said, a lot of people is out of work in our area uh, because of this virus, and like I said, only uh, certain religions. My family was, I guess, in the day, my family was known to be Roman Catholics, basically, and uh, I guess Angie was more of a Zion Lutheranist, Zion Lutheran, and that. So, yep. So, and we just turn to God in time of need, and I think this would be probably a good opportunity to turn to whatever you read as your Bible, basically. So whatever you read for your Bible, and that. So whatever it might be, and that. So yep, it is different times. Would it be as severe as the plague, Black Plague? Uh, no, we got too much medical advances today, and I think we can. There is a drug out there available. I've been hearing about. It's something starts with an H, and it's crazy long. We have a 26. Our English alphabet is 26 letters. This just take half the alphabet to make that one word for this drug. It's discovered by a French doctor. They treated on 20 patients that had the coronavirus, and 20 out of 20 recovered in 5 days. You almost have to have a virus and almost like in dire straits, and they'll do the treatment. And they said out of out of I think 20 out of 20 treatments, the patients recovered within 5 days. That is seven. It's like 7 to 8 days faster than the current medicines that they're using now. That's labeled, and this is what they call a non-labeled medicine. It's a I just cannot pronounce that because it starts like with an H, and it's on parts of it is on YouTube on that drug. They talked about it, and they really want it. They don't have no time for clinical studies for it. They want the people on this medication as soon as possible and do the clinical studies later. Basically, that's it. It's just all about getting the people back healthy again and that. So, and it's really running amok right now. As reports are saying, as of right now, this virus has killed more people than 9/11. Hate to say that, but it is what it is. That's how the media is reporting it. They have to compare it with something. That's the way the media works. I hate it when the media has to compare something with a past event. Uh, Even if it's good, bad, or ugly, this is media likes to. Uh, Media is like just like a disease, basically. Here, no matter what form of media you don't that you watch or don't watch, it's just media just scares people and that. I'm in my 50s. Don't look like it, but I'm in my 50s. About what they call middle age and crazy. And that. So, yeah, middle age and crazy. And that. So, yeah, I thought I'd just pop in to say hi and all that stuff. And we're probably going to be checking out here real quick. Just going to wrap things up. Just I don't want to make this video too long. I got other stuff I gotta get going and that. So yeah, somebody said I look my 40s. That's nice, but I got a little gray hair. If you saw me with my longer hair, you see how gray I get around here and all over my top. So I just got this haircut like about a week or so ago. So this is my one of my 4 haircuts I usually use down the time. I let my hair grow out a little bit. Then I cut it down to basically down to I'm like a skinhead. Then I'll just do a shave, make sure it's nice and even. Then I'll just let it grow out for a while. I might cut this one more time before probably about a month before my scheduled trip got planned. Going travel around the Midwest, in Midwest on East, towards the East Coast, eventually. So we're just probably gonna head on out of here. So, but no more about that until this virus settles down and that. So right now, just if you don't have to go out, just stay home, be safe. If you do have to go out and venture, take as much precaution as possible. Face mask if you got them. Otherwise, just try not to breathe on the person. Stay 6 feet apart if all can. Just be safe out there because it is an unknown virus. By the time we get the treatments going, we'll know how to treat it, how to make a vaccine for it, and hopefully next fall it won't be as severe. Then it'll be bad, but it won't be as severe as it is now because we're in the unknown and we are learning this as we go along. Unfortunately, the media does not understand that. Unfortunately, the media is putting more scare tactics into it. And I know there's one media just telling their viewers to calm down, settle down. We'll go through this step by step because we're going to know more about it as we go along. But right now, here, even in the United States and around the world, there's too many countries playing deadly politics, playing a deadly game of politics, as always. So it's not good. The more we bind together, solve this problem together, and let's get this solved. Save people's lives, not just American lives. We're talking about Canadian lives out in Europe, Middle East, wherever you live in the world. We got to save some lives in that. So that's basically it. Gotta save lives matter. I hate to say that, but lives do matter. Unfortunately, I'm going to get a lot of hate for it because it is what it is. They're just mindless wackos out there that does that. Negative thinking. That's what it comes to, negative thinking. But yeah, there is lives that need to be saved because right now the elderly is getting hit hard on this, the young, and unfortunately, if Rudy's with us, he has a daughter that is special needs, very sick, gets sick very easily, and he is scared for his own daughter's life in a way because every time he comes home, he's probably be scared if he doesn't bring home something like that virus because that virus could kill her daughter because her daughter has a very, very weak immune system. And we just hope and pray that the virus doesn't get that bad to affect people like them who has a very weak immune system, basically. So, and that. So, all right. Right now, we're going to get on out of here. So, thanks for watching. Hoping I'll be back soon again. Maybe we'll talk something a little lighter. So, we'll see you guys next time here on Chuck Chats. I'll just try to make it a little longer chat next time. So, yep. So, we'll see you guys next time. And till then, oh, by the way, please like, share, subscribe, don't forget that subscribe button, notification bell, because you never know when I'll come back on. I'm hoping I'll be back on soon. All right. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.